Hey guys, what's going on? Pistol Pack and Pilot back here with another video. Today we're talking about options for concealed carry. Alright guys, Pistol Pack and Pilot back here with another video talking about some options for concealed carry. First of all, first things first, I need to apologize. My videos are normally made with my iPhone. I am not that high tech, believe it or not, and my iPhone camera phone tripod stand thingy that I purchased from Walmart.com and has been imported from China apparently did not last me more than about 20 or 25 videos. So I have my phone propped up in a very odd way so that I can give you guys a steady view. So please bear with me on this video. I apologize for that. It literally just happened, so I'm obviously going to have to order some type of other option. But let's talk concealed carry for a minute, guys. Deep concealment, you've got some really cool options. You've got something like, and let me start by saying all of these guns, I've already safety checked them. They're all safe. They've been double checked, triple checked. Magazines are separate from the guns. Ammunition is separate from the guns. So everything has been cleared and made safe. So I'm not going to demonstrate that for you. You're just going to have to trust me on this since I'm only working with like 1.5 hands right now. This little Taurus TCP 738, I believe it is. Yeah, PT 738, or it's also known as the Taurus TCP. Anyways, this little guy, nice little pocket pistol. Obviously, you're not going to be using this for any type of long range, but it's a little 380. It's something that you can just slip inside your pocket and it just disappears. It just melts away. A wallet will print more than this little handgun will. Another option would be this nice little guy. This is a Ruger LCP2. It's another pocket pistol. Both of these guns are, let me see if I can do this safely. Both of these guns are very comparable in size. Let me see if I can match them up. There we go. In fact, they are pretty much identical in size. The Ruger LCP, in my opinion, is a better option. The trigger on it is much nicer. And again, these guns are safe. But the trigger on the LCP is not bad. It's got a little bit of take-up. There's your wall. And there's your nice, heavy, double-action brake. Long reset. Little bit more creep back to the wall. And your second brake. On the Taurus, very heavy trigger pull, lots of creep, lots of creep. There's your wall and your brake. And again, with any double action pistol, you're going to have a long reset, but that is actually not that bad. And then another heavy wall and your brake. So the reset on the Taurus is better. On the Ruger LCP, I think overall it has a better trigger. The reset is a little longer on the LCP2 than it is on the Taurus. The other thing, let me see if I can get you a little bit of a decent view here. There's not much for sights on the Taurus. The Ruger actually does a little nicer job with that black notch in the back. So in my opinion, the Ruger LCP is definitely the better option of the two. Here's another option for you, and this is another pocket pistol for the most part, and the gun is safe and unloaded. Again, you're going to have to trust me. I'm doing my best to work with 1.5 hands here, but this is the Springfield 911, and it is a 1911 style pistol. It shoots extremely well. It's got night sights on it, and it's a single action, so it's got a great trigger. There's your break. There's your reset and a second break. So the trigger on this is really good. Here's the problem, though, that I have with the Springfield 911. Right here. I will never carry this gun, and I'll tell you why. It's this right here. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the reason I will not carry it. It's a 1911 style pistol, so it needs to be carried in this manner. It needs to be carried what's known as cocked and locked. So round in the chamber, hammer cocked all the way back, and the safety up. So should you need to use your firearm in self-defense, God forbid, after you draw your weapon, you will have nothing happen unless you remember to click that safety off. Your chances of remembering to disengage this safety, should you need it in self-defense, are 0, unless you will forget. I promise you that. You will forget unless you make it second nature. What I mean by second nature is you essentially would have to draw from the holster, and as you're drawing the weapon and you're going through the presentation of the firearm, you're disengaging that safety with your thumb while your trigger finger is moving into the trigger guard as you engage your threat. If you have not done that 3,000 to 5,000 times, you will forget. And the reason I say 3,000 to 5,000 times is because science has proven that's how many times it takes for something to become second nature. If it is not second nature, you will forget. So if I were to ever carry this gun, even me, someone who I think has a fair amount of firearms experience, would probably forget, because I don't typically carry 1911 style pistols. I typically carry striker fired pistols. It is your Glock style pistol. You pull the gun from the holster, you engage your threat, trigger press, gun goes bang. That's it. So that's what I've been trained on my entire life, my entire career, whether it be through concealed carry, law enforcement, or some of the highly advanced firearms courses I've been run through. I'm telling you right now, I would forget unless I were to do this 3,000 to 5,000 times. I think we've beat that to a dead horse. How about revolvers? Check this out. And as you can see, if I can do this, there we go. Cylinder is empty. So you've got a Ruger LCR, all right? Made by Ruger. It's a .357 Magnum. So this gun will fire 38s or 357s. I should say 38 special or 357. And the trigger on it is actually very nice. It's heavy, but it's smooth. And it's heavy in the beginning, but then as you really crank in the tension, it snaps back. Long reset. See, it still hasn't reset right there. So you got to come all the way forward. Right there is the reset. So it's not a bad trigger. It's heavy. It's a double action revolver, which, so honestly, that's what you want. You don't want a light trigger on something like this. It's a good option if, for those of you that were born the same time the Tyrannosaurus Rex walked the face of the earth and you're used to revolvers, this is a great option for you. You may recognize this firearm. Let me see if I can rearrange some things over here. But you may recognize this from my logo. This would be SIG 365, another great concealed carry option. Striker fired pistol. I do carry this gun actually sometimes, but I think she's just too beautiful to carry. It's got a custom stipple job on it, light laser combo, and obviously I had this really cool Cerakote done to it. Let's see if I can turn this around and still have it visible. Here we go. So we've got We the People on one side of the gun, and on the other side of the gun, you've got Mullen Lave. Again, I really apologize for the angles on this video, guys. I am going to have to get a better stand. That's what I get for ordering from China. But anyways, this is a gun I don't think I've ever brought out and shown you guys. This is a Smith & Wesson M&P Shield from the Performance Center. Again, all guns have been safety checked. They're all safe. It's got, I don't traditionally carry this gun because it doesn't have night sights on it. It's got fiber optic sights, which are cool. It's a 45 ACP actually, and it's got the serrations on the slide for your press checks. If you're that guy that wants to, or gal that wants to do your press checks, you've got some very mildly aggressive serrations on the front of the slide, little better serrations on the back of the slide. But I can tell you press checking the gun from these serrations on the front does not work very well. It's not good. The serrations on the back of the slide, they're much, much grippier. But as you can see, let me see if I can turn it around. It is the M&P Shield from the Performance Center. It has a custom stippling on it as well. Again, I am a custom stippling snob, apparently. The reason I brought this gun out is because I want to show you something that I thought was actually pretty cool. So when we talk about concealed carry, this is the comparison between this little tiny Ruger LCP2 and that Smith & Wesson M&P Shield that's shooting 45 ACP. So we can tell that the Smith & Wesson Shield is taller. The height is taller. The length is longer. But here's the thing. When you concealed carry a weapon, the most important measurement that you can have, guys, is this right here. How thick is it? Because that right there, guys, is what makes the weapon print. You can hide length. You can hide even height to a certain extent. But hiding the width, unless you're wearing a really baggy t-shirt or something, is hard. And I can tell you for women, it's even harder because women like to wear tighter clothes usually to, how should I say, accentuate their curves. Mrs. Triple P is no different. So her concealed carrying is always a trick because she likes to accentuate. Okay, I'm just going to move on and not dwell on that anymore. You get where I'm going with this. So anyways, but check this out, guys. This is what I wanted to show you. Let's see if I can stand them up on top of each other. There we go. All right, so we're literally talking about a difference of 1 to 2/10 of an inch in terms of the width of these two guns. So I guess my point here is that when you're concealed carrying, guys, your options are endless. There's so many options out there for you. And there's really no excuse for you not to be armed all the time. There's no excuse. I don't know about you, but I'm not interested in becoming a victim. And I will be damned if I let anybody that's with me, that I love, and that I care about, ever become a victim. So stay armed, guys. This is 2020. Your options here are endless. These are just a couple of options that you have. My point is, guys, it doesn't matter if you can afford something really expensive like this crazy pimped out SIG 365 that I probably have over $1,000 into, or if you can only afford a little $200 or $300 pocket pistol. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters, ladies and gentlemen, is that when you need it to save your life or save the life of somebody you love, that the gun goes bang and you get your shots on target. Shot placement, shot placement, shot placement. Train and carry. That's all I got for you, ladies and gentlemen, for today. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I am Triple P, and I'm out. See ya!